video, I'm going to talk a little bit about my breeding project, just to let you know where I've gotten to so far. So we'll start off with the situation. So I've got all the snakes in this simple aluminium rack that I kind of built myself. I decided to go with a home-built rack rather than buying one because here in the UK there just aren't very many options for decent racks, and something like this would be pretty expensive to buy. So ignore this. This is my old spider rack. You can see some tarantulas down there and a load of junk. So just ignore the junk. And I'll just point out first of all one of the stupid mistakes I made. You can see this little gap in the corner there, and it's all caused by these fixings. I just didn't allow enough space. I actually changed the fixings, but that's another story. You can see it's just rubbing on the drawer side. But this one's a little smoother. I've used this quite a few times and it's just rubbed away a little bit of the plastic, and that seems to make it work. These tubs are their standard sort of 42 litre tubs. They're 16 by 32 by 7 inches deep. So they're similar to the V70 tubs that most professional rack systems use, but a little deeper and a little smaller. So you can see this setup. This has my one of my younger snakes in, and there's a clay hide at the back, some cork bark, some leaves for ground cover, a simple water dish, and some coconut substrate. So you can see the substrate looks pretty dry, but it's actually really moist underneath, and that's just because the snake is actually in shed, so it's a bit wetter than it would normally be. And this drawer closes pretty well. It's a little tight there. Okay. So I'll just show you the heating system. This is back heated and controlled by a standard Komodo mat thermostat. You're not going to be able to see the heating from here, I don't think, because of the cork, but I'll flash a little image up to show you what I've done with the cable. And I will do a build video at some point just to show you how I actually made this. The cork bark there covers about 2/3 of the enclosure, and that allows a sort of dark area at the back of the tub and a lighter area at the front third. Okay, that's the boring part of the video done. First snake I bought, it's a Desert Ghost pinstripe, and he's right now, you can see he's really heavily in shed, so we're not going to see the best of his colours. I'm not sure if he's going to pop his head up. You can see the eyes are really blue, but I don't think we'll get to see that. He's an absolutely gorgeous snake. My plan with him was to raise him up for a year and so try and buy some females that would mature at about the same time. Okay, here he is. You can see how cloudy those eyes are. He's probably going to shed today, if not tomorrow, but he's such a handsome little snake, and I can't wait to see what he produces next breeding season. Try and get him in shot one more time. Okay, there he is. Love the patterns on him, love the colours, and I'll probably show an update once he's shed. So the next snake I picked up was a Desert Ghost. And this one was a little unexpected. She actually came to me from someone quite local, and she was fairly inexpensive as well. She's about 3 years old and currently weighs just under 1400 grams, so she should definitely be ready for breeding this season. Absolutely love the coloration on the Desert Ghost. She's a fantastic example of it. I don't think it's showing quite as well on camera as she is in person, but she is just amazing. And next year with the pinstripe Desert Ghost, we should get 50% standard Desert Ghost like this, and 50% pinstripes like the male. But as she is at breeding age, I didn't want to wait 12 months, just hold on to her and wait all that time. So I decided probably the best thing to do was to get another male. And the male I chose, this fella, the Bamboo Lemon Blast. So it's the bamboo, pastel and pinstripe. And you can see he is very, very shy, so we probably won't show his head today. There he is. I'll try and get him out. He is just incredible. I love the bamboo. I really can't wait to see what it does with the pinstripe. So you can see the pattern is really reduced with the pastel and the pinstripe in there. But he's still got really lovely colours, considering now he's, I think he's nearly 2 years old, and he weighs, I think it was 885 grams, something like that. You can see he's got that green eye from the pastel gene. He's just a really awesome snake, and we should hopefully get some really nice het females to put to one of the Desert Ghost males in about 3 years to get from this first clutch. Over here, using the genetic calculator at Morph Market, so we type in the father's name, the father's genes. We got bamboo, pinstripe, and pastel. There's no need to put the mother in really, but we'll put in Desert Ghost anyway. We know they're all going to be 100% het Desert Ghost from her. So pretty much every permutation there is 1 in 8. And yeah, we can look at that in a little more detail. Let's see, what am I actually targeting from this? And this is the snake I'd really like to go for, the pastel bamboo. If I can get the pinstripe in there as well, that would be great. But if you look here, we've got pastel bamboo pinstripe and the pastel bamboo. So we've got 1 in 8 chance for each of those. So there's a 2 in 8 chance in total of getting a pastel bamboo, or 1 in 4. And half of those will be female. So I've got a 25%, sorry, 1 in 8 chance, 12.5% chance of getting a female bamboo pastel. So if we look at what we could actually get out of this clutch, we'll probably get one just normal snake. Het for Desert Ghost obviously, but that won't really, it'll increase the value somewhat, but it'll be a fairly low value snake. Then we'll probably get 2 single genes, so a single will get a bamboo and a pastel. And we might get two gene snakes, so we'll go with the bamboo pastel and the pastel pinstripe, or the lemon blast. And then hopefully we'll get this one for the whole back. If we look roughly at what sort of price we could get for those snakes, excluding the whole back, we'd get probably 200, feels about right for a lemon blast, het for Desert Ghost. I've seen them up to 300, so perhaps more. Haven't seen any bamboo pastel het Desert Ghost, so I'm going to say 250, and I think that's probably conservative. I think we might get a bit more for that. Then the pastel, like £100 feels, you might get a little bit more, maybe 150. And bamboo, again, I think all of these are conservative. Apart from the normal, it's really, I don't think a lot of people would buy a normal, even if it's a het. Most people would try and get some other genes in there with the hets. So that would give us potentially £780 income off the first clutch, which is not a bad return. So this is what I've spent so far, roughly. I've spent £800 on snakes, about £380 on the rack system. I haven't totaled it up, but that's roughly where I think I am with it. Equipment, I haven't spent a lot on equipment, but I bought the infrared thermometer, that's the right word. Brain freeze for a minute there. I've also bought a scales and a set of forceps, some basic stuff. It's about 50 quid. Substrate, £25 feels about right, and food about 20. So the total spend is 1275 and the projected income is 780. So that leaves us in the first year about £500 in the hole, which is not too bad considering we've got at this point 3 decent snakes plus a holdback plus the rack. So I've got sort of reserve value built up in all the things that I bought and the snakes themselves. But obviously there's going to be some other costs to consider. I'm going to need to buy a incubator. I'll need to buy food throughout the year. There'll be electric costs for heating, more substrate, all that sort of stuff. So this is just a really ballpark estimate of where we are now. And again, the income from the snakes could be totally different depending on what we get and whether we buy any additional females. But I think for the first year, if I could come out just £500 down, I'd be pretty happy with that. I think that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or comments, leave them down below. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.